guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to the Kudzy Peps channel. So today I am doing something new and I am bringing you guys a video on a Thursday. This is very new for me and it is definitely a new direction that I've decided to take. I will be releasing a video. At the moment you expect a video every Tuesday, but we're going to give it a go and try and release a video every Tuesday and every Thursday of the week. God willing, there will be a bonus video every Friday as well, but don't hold me on that as of yet, but that is the goal. That is what I am going to try and do. So yeah, just keep a lookout for videos. But anyway, today we are going to be talking about loc maintenance. I get asked this question quite a lot and I decided that I should just give you guys some tips on how you can maintain your locks if you've started your journey or you're looking to start your journey. One of my main goals of this channel was to make sure that I help somebody who's starting out their locks. I started my journey and even though I had done some research, I was quite clueless on what next to do after that. So and you know, with every loc person, loctician, kind of telling you different things based on what they feel they should tell you or rather their own experiences. Everyone puts that in stone to be gospel truth, but I'm going to share my loc maintenance and tell you what has worked for me. This does not mean that this has to be your routine for yourself, but I'm just telling you what works for me because yeah, I get quite a lot of questions in terms of what I use on my locks, and as you guys can tell, my hair is pretty coily. It does not feel hard like normal locks, and I have expressed this in a few of my videos. And I love that about my locks. My hair texture anyway is about a 3C/4A. So I've already got quite a loose curl texture. However, I have managed to maintain that in my loc journey, which is a good thing, but it can also be very frustrating, especially when I'm stretching out my retwist. That makes it very hard for me to deal with my hair because it can kind of like loosen up as if nothing was going on. It is an advantage because I can tie it up in a ponytail and make it look as if like I've taken out my locks, which is definitely something that I did for my wedding, and people were asking if I've taken out my locks and I didn't. So anyway, I am rambling on too much, so I'm just going to get into tips. So I've got 5 tips on here on loc maintenance, and I will be adding a bonus one at the end. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing that I will say that you need to do, which is absolutely essential, is to moisturize your locks and your scalp. Now the best thing to do that is to use a light oil. My personal favorite oil, I may be biased, but I use the Kudzy Peps hair growth serum. And one thing that I love about that serum is it contains only a few ingredients, and it contains some of the key ingredients such as coconut oil. It also contains lemon peel oil, which keeps dandruff at bay. It keeps your scalp clean, and also it makes sure that my scalp doesn't get flaky. This is a common problem, especially if you live in cold countries like myself. The UK is winter for about 90% of the time, and if you are somebody like myself who started locks because they got tired of protective styling and always feeling like my hair is tucked away, this is definitely something that you will need to do when you're starting out your loc journey, and even just to maintain your journey throughout the process as well, just to make sure that your hair does not get affected by the elements, which is most likely going to be rain and wind in the UK, and at the moment we have occasional snow. So what you want to do is you want to do this about 2 to 3 times a week. I will put a link to kudzypeps.com where you can purchase the Kudzy Peps hair growth serum if you would like to purchase it. And this also works to stimulate growth. If you have been with me from last year when I started documenting my loc journey, you will have noticed how significantly my hair has grown, and this is me right now without even doing anything, without pulling it. I'm about 2 weeks post retwist, just over 2 weeks post retwist, and there is still, you know, this is my length. And if you started with me, you will know that my hair was pretty short, and when I actually started documenting my journey, I'd kind of got into it a little bit than what was actually going on. By the way, if you hear any tapping or anything like that, my husband is in the room with me and he's just doing whatever he's doing, so please ignore that. And another thing as well, I'm trying out this whole black thing. I am experimenting, so please don't come at me about using black. And I know it is so 90s, but I am feeling the 90s vibes at the moment, so it's not coming as I would like it to on camera, but I promise you it is banging in person. Well, to me anyway, and he seems to think so. So we got two people supporting the movement. So yeah, the second thing that I would say in terms of loc maintenance, which is very important, is to pray for your inner growth as your locks grow. This is something that I did earlier on in my journey. Main reason I say this is because locks do not grow overnight. Locks takes time. And as your locks grow, I believe it is a time to learn about yourself. It is a time to learn different aspects about your character that you probably would not have noticed before. And one of the main things is, you know, not to sound racist or anything like that, but quite a lot of us black girls, we put a lot of value in our hair. And I value my locks. Do not get me wrong, I value them. But as I have been on my loc journey, I have really learned that there is so much to me than having a lace frontal. There's so much to me than having, you know, a face beat. And I have learned to embrace other things about myself. As you guys can tell, I have got no makeup on my face. And yeah, literally, I started this journey, I'm probably looking at the oil, but there is absolutely nothing on my hands. I started this journey and I didn't quite anticipate how it would bring out the Christ in me. This is very different, considering that the movement behind locks, or rather how locks have been made to be, it's been kind of a non-Christian type of hairstyle. But for me, I have learned about myself. I have learned the patience of Christ for me, because as I watch my locks mature, for example, there are days when I'd get really impatient, like, why can't this grow? And it made me realize how God looks at us. At times, you know, he is so patient with us, and we make the same error again and again and again, and yet he still loves us the same. And I really believe that when you pray over your loc journey, each and every day, you will realize that you yourself are growing as a person. And like I said before, I have learned to embrace my natural self since starting my locks, and I absolutely love it. And yeah, so the third thing that I will be saying in terms of loc maintenance that you want to do is you want to always make sure that you keep your parts clear. Even when I stretch my retwist, I did make a video on how I stretch my retwist, which I will link in the description box or somewhere around here. I showed you guys how I make sure my locks are separated. So even if you're stretching your retwist for long, like myself, going for a period of like 2 to 3 months, you want to make sure that you separate your roots at all times, because what you don't want to do when you're retwisting again, you do not want to be pulling your locks apart. This is something that contributes to loc thinning. It also contributes to loc breakage, and also it is pain for yourself. So if you are embarking on a loc journey and you do intend to be stretching your retwist, which I do advise as well, because if you retwist too often, that in itself as well causes a lot of loc thinning. So if you are stretching out your retwist, do make sure that you keep your parts clear and such that by the time that you're retwisting, you are not causing yourself any loc damage. The fourth thing that I recommend as well is to wrap your locks at night with a satin bonnet. This is essential because not only does it maintain your style as you sleep, it also locks in the moisture inside of your hair and also keeps the lint away, especially if you use blankets or anything that will catch on to your locks. I have been locked now for over a year and a half, and I have not one day suffered from any lint, and I owe that all to the fact that I wear my satin bonnet and my scarf. I do both because I find the bonnet by itself does not stay secure on my head, and the scarf by itself does not stay secure on my head. So I put both the bonnet and the scarf, and that helps me through the night. The fifth thing that I do recommend in terms of maintaining your locks is you need to watch what you wear, especially if you're wearing clothes with a zipper. 1 or 2 times I have got my hair stuck in my zipper, or as I like to wear, chokers. And yeah, basically chokers are my favorite thing ever. This tends to get stuck in this bit here, or when I wear the black one that I usually wear in my videos, it can get caught. So you need to make sure that when you are wearing clothes like that or accessories like that, you watch your locks. So every time I remove my my chokers, if my hair has been down, or like I've had these 2 strands here, I put them back up into my ponytail, and then I just detach the strap and take it off. And if I am wearing something with a zipper, I do make sure that the zipper is well away from my locks. So the final and bonus tip that I'm adding onto this video is that always pray for your hair. This is an essential part for me, having been a Christian and living as a Christian, is to pray about my lock journey. I pray that I do not displease God in my journey. If we look back at Samson, for example, who had luscious locks in the Bible, and his strength was in his locks. I'm not saying that my strength is in my locks, but what I'm trying to say is, when we invite God in every single bit of our life, of our journey, whatever it may be, hairstyle, choosing the clothes that we wear, choosing, you know, the times to go to certain places, and always praying when we make decisions, we are essentially allowing the Holy Spirit to work in us, and we do not grieve him. For the Bible tells us that we are to not grieve the Holy Spirit of Christ in us. So this journey has been amazing for me. I've really enjoyed it, and by God's grace it will not be stopping anytime soon. And I just hope that you guys find this videos very helpful, and I do wish to and do pray that I will see you guys soon in my next video. For now, take care guys. God bless you. Take care. Bye.